This is a formidable weapon. Heavy wood lined with sharp obsidian teeth. It could easily stop an unarmored enemy. And if the bloodstains are any indication, it has. All right.
Awohel wabashku binetik tilenohkaja, yakunaj. Kachilekuyuf pajal, teik helbish, uki ibokil uloli le Jamaica. Lekibokil gelo, satlekin kim uyicha munuratu. Sairi, hachpukaj uyabil mahilubao. Geltusha kashikobe, umachmahu kabob. Mul ubinov te kuchilkonolo, lekinob hach, hatsutz helbish bechlao. Kinwali que le cuchilobo, kuchan sasiltal, leken katakobi, mishjuntenin wilkatul, makhachu yabilt mahubaob. Keshiwa, kentzokok, lebatel tambalila, kasunaku kibokil, ulor le Jamaica.
Amaru returned for his brother's funeral, inconsolable during the burial and immovable after. The next day, however, he cut swiftly through the city. He unmasked the cult's leader, exposing them as outsiders. "It is time for the people of Paititi to take control of their city," he said, holding a decapitated head in one hand and the bloody knife in the other. "No longer will we bow to outsiders."
Matin hach cajol tikech. Bashkabetik weye, tushtajo kesach lebuko.
It was given to me by Unuratu.
Payaltantanech tumenle y shahao. Matin wota imbet le talamilo. Much sasten.
It's all right, don't worry.
Bashku paktalek beltik tawolal. Yum tsilobe utsop et etel. Gela. Yum tsilobe utsop et etel. Malo. Yum tsilobe utsop et etel. Malo. Kasepsuna kech.
Akat konolshan, ujeh, istikyahil kastil di alintal kunak.
Tribute to who?
Ukilich kunetsakil kukulkan, hey, kukan tikov tanchumuk titulak al bashkon tekino. Wako tukultikov mayab kinsaktiobe.
I understand.
Ni bola lishik, veituno. Tano manig wabash?
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Mandats timpatik in kesh.
Ukuchulusutukil hachpek nahan. Ineshetail. Lekushotobo. Lekukimesikov balcheo. Achchuyov. Achbonov. Beishantak leachkan sajobo. Tulakal lehatzil kajo. Tanulike sikubao. Hachpek nahan. Lekuchil koonolo. Lekustala yabash bashop. Hatz utstak kutasik. Tilenoch kaja yetel. Tiukajnalop. Tulakalon unajin guanticon kukulkan, ujetsu tumben cajal, le tumben yokol kaba.
Tinbetach tulakal, le shimbalil taktush, yan le tioka tuyalachtene, mishbal kubeital, intsik baltikon, mabin kabekti, inkonoli, tsoka wili kachile. Yetel tulakal kasil, balyan tubakpacho, kutukultike, helubeital uyalikten, helbashake, helo, tupetach juntulmash, kuman yiknal, mishpikin insute kuchilukonolo, bechlae, Chenkin me yaj konol tekiwiko.
Through there. Having not heard from Lopez, some among the leadership began to have their doubts about him. Our group dispatched south to investigate. We sent the natives in first, uncertain those in the city had not killed Lopez on his arrival. They returned with reports of how sick the city was, and we quickly formed a plan to utilize this to our advantage. This seems to represent Unuratu leading a group in rebellion. There is a near-total eclipse in the background. The smell. This must be the place Etsley mentioned. Steady, Laura, steady. I'm gonna be sick. Okay, take it slow. You can do this. Ritual sacrifice. Oh, great. I guess I have no choice. Is this one of the rebels? There's a way in somewhere. A serpent with a silver eye. I'm on track. Yes, through there. Ugh, the smell keeps getting stronger.
Laura, how's it going?
I found another serpent with a silver eye. I must be getting close. You?
Talking tattoos with Uchu.
Tattoos?
Yeah, you saw Unuratu's, right? It has a heron and an eclipse on it. That might have something to do with the silver box.
I don't think so. Unuratu is the rightful queen of Paititi. After a famine that nearly wiped out the city, her family was ousted from power by the cult of Kukulkan. Her husband, Sayiri, died hunting for food on the outskirts of Paititi. Amaru, or Dr. Dominguez, Sayiri's brother, felt responsible and took control of the city, using resources from Trinity to feed the Paititians until the famine passed. Even though Amaru saved the city, the cult, in his absence, now rules with arrogance and fear. Unuratu and her rebels are fighting to free the city from the cult of Kukulkan and restore its ancient bloodline. Unuratu was raised to believe it was her family's legacy, to complete the ritual of the silver box of Ishel and restore the sun for another age. Looks like this is the only way, okay? The lone figure appears in a state of peace, as though waiting for something. Gotta be a way to burn away that barrier. Full of oil and blood. There. That barrier's down. Need to keep moving. Is this some kind of bloodletting chamber? A barrier. Must have taken hundreds of sacrifices to get enough blood to fill these channels. Okay, now to bring that barrier down. Have to burn that barrier. Now, to find the silver box. This must be what Trinity's missing.
There's the little rebel prince.
Esley!
Over there! Get her!
Damn it! Get out of the way!
Hey, Laura, if you can, head back. Uchu has something he wants to ask you. I think it's a favor.
Okay, I'll make my way back as soon as I can.
Mishkuntenin wilhachpuhan uchu.
Uchu? Really? What happened?
Maotstintanin hoksik sikbali. Vale letille tel kabil. Tan kachubatel sikbalov. Keshtu chambel kuntop utanove. Chikantu katulal. Hachpuhan ukikelov.
This elaborate pipe is sculpted to resemble Shaquatl, an Aztec serpent spirit.
Kalambil, Uishetail Unuratu. Mahashnatsi Kabajignal, Leuach Batelilok Balam, Mantats Hachtan Ujiliko Joksal, Wayambash Kusholal, Tsokole Minanu Chaikob Otzilil.
The new methods of agriculture introduced by the cult of Kukulkan have only succeeded in destroying more crops. First, the bee colonies collapsed. Then the cocoa crop failed. The earth is too damaged for anything but corn to grow, and the stalks are flimsy. We must take action, or Paititi will suffer a tremendous famine. Unuratu must be worried about Etzli. I have to tell her he's been captured. Mesoamerican people used this stone as a tool for processing grain and seeds. Unuratu! Etzli's been captured.
I know. They're holding him at the barracks. We're working on a plan to release him.
I tried to get to him, I'm sorry.
He's a warrior. What's that? This is a key. It looks like it belonged to the mountain temple. It is adjacent to where they're holding him. Is the box of chel connected to the barracks? Is that why the cult occupied the temple? It's heavily guarded. When we go in, it has to be sudden, silent.
Is there a back way?
There was one, by the salt mine, but it has deteriorated. It's treacherous.
I might be able to manage it.
Perhaps. You did survive the sacrificial pit. I haven't been back inside since I was a child. But from what I can remember, the barracks are within an inner stronghold.
If I can get in through the back way, I can clear a path and let you in. We will free Etzli, then go find the box.
I'll take care of my son. You go after the box.
I don't know. We're trying to keep a low profile.
I would go. I can't abandon my post here. Time is running short. It would mean a lot to Queen Unuratu and the rebellion.
Uchu and I were talking, and, well,
Uchu, what's on your mind?
The day of Etzli's coronation is approaching. Soon he will be a man and take the first steps towards becoming Paititi's future king.
That sounds like a day to look forward to.
It's the hope for that day that keeps a lot of us fighting Amaru and his cult.
Sometimes we all need to remember what we're fighting for. Is there something I can help you with?
When Etzli's father Sairi died, Unuratu bestowed the honor of surrogate father onto me. One of my duties is to gather 3 sacred items for the ceremony.
But with all that's happening right now, you aren't able to. What are these items?
They are the Savior's amulet, the champion's bow, and the king's horn. Each a blessing from the ancestors of the future king.
Tell me what you need and I'll see what I can do.
I already have men retrieving the amulet and bow, but if you could find Kabil, the instrument maker, and get the king's horn from him, you would be doing us a great favor. He's been difficult. I sent 2 men and both have failed. Perhaps you could talk to his wife.
I think I can manage that.
Be mindful. Kabil can be prickly sometimes, but Abra, his wife, has a way of dulling his edges.
Mishmakulak kupak talujilik.
Are you okay?
Ma, piskole kimeno tuchajin bakil, bultsole mishmak oxaholtiken. Tuchaj!
A dead man took your dice. Are you sure you didn't lose them?
Hachka sanich heshulakobo.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll tell you what. I'll pay very close attention, and if I see Pisco the dead, I'll ask for your dice back.
Hachhag, kaukesaholtiken.
It wouldn't be the first time the dead seemed to speak to me. It's difficult to make out. People settled between two rivers. They weren't alone. However, these outsiders don't appear dangerous.
Makakwal junto la luz. Hach mejen palalop.
Is something wrong?
Eh? Ah, be. Yambash mauts janili. Sansa malhatspe leken likikine. Yanal dushkin kash tik tulakal.
You said something about an aluch.
Ay, ma beshantech. Mahakwayan alushe. Leti mejen palalobo. Uts tutanu topikenov.
You could block the entry, then they couldn't get in.
Tiwota kimbeter. Malelalito yilabishu yokolobe. Onachim bintanshel tu ushkachtal.
This jade mask would have been placed on a noble's corpse during his funeral. The artisans were reputedly able to create an almost exact likeness of the wearer.
Champilawich! Lemash tohol chintanobo, ukahol tukule yun silobo. Saten kumpel chikul.
The protectors failed, and are now doomed to recover what they lost. All full up. Can't carry any more. This describes something nearby. Canals bring water to the arid parts of the village, and they... washed me away.
Ishik, akat wa awui, humpel tsikbal, humpel kusikbaltik, inakachili.
I would love to.
Soka wilik lecheno, jante kajo. Masimat, agujel wa bashtem, tiyano telo,
No, why?
juntena que jan chaktul, juntul ishahao. Juntul kolel, hach kuyobi kubano bal. Tuyalaj kapanak, lechenov helo, tialo yili kuyochel, leken manak, ichile kajo, jumpel kine. Sholaj jignal jumpel, lecheno kajok, juntul kayi. Hach kushignal leti. Ikil yukbal lejao, makbechal uyilik, uyocheli. Leisha jawo, tuyotak uchuk le cayó. Vale jalkajij, lup ichilecheno kasatij.
Disappeared?
Ichiluyuchul kashane, kashantap yabach, behov ichilechenovo. Vale, mishpikin kashantap leti. Kuyalale, leish ajawo, la elitillane, tanuyilik, uchukik le cayó.
Thank you. That was quite the story. Villager claims to have seen a strange creature in the streets. They followed it to a walled-in alley where it disappeared. Citizen describes similar experience in Upper City. Woke to discover something trying to climb in a second-story window. When she yelled, it dropped to the street and disappeared. We'll continue to monitor. Itzamna is the son of the Maya creator god, Hunabku. He was the god of education, responsible for inventing writing and books. This made him an essential figure in the development of Maya culture. He was also god of agriculture and created farming. He even presided over doctors, healing people with the help of his red-hot hand. Usually, Itzamna took on a reptilian aspect, but he was also known as Kinichahau, a fire McCaw, who is the patron of the number 4 and controlled drought and disease. The Paititians made peace with each other and followed Yaskar Yahweh, recently acclaimed as emperor, to a site in the mountains to begin anew, certain they will not make the same mistakes as those before them. An Aztec-influenced mosque, decorated with items native to the area around Paititi.
se katupul.
I don't understand. It's almost like a creel. Are you Pisco the Dead?
Kubaktala weekend. Taktung kan chakmash baktal ilik bisko. Kimenesh shan ishik.
No. So you are Pisco the Dead?
Bisko. Ukos lejum tsilovo.
I'm Lara.
Lara. Humpel hatsuts kaba. Lara, Ma kimenechi.
Neither are you.
Why? Be, janilinki me saltin palile. Lebeti que visa ben witsjete le nubexajo. Tsoke sabih. Vale,
But you survived.
tening winkilal. Kimeneno tialin lactilov, yetelinetailo. Kinkustal yeteletakunesahku patalteno.
I met a boy who says Pisco stole his dice.
Taki, letikat kak bash, kumpel bash al katuntin nahaltach. Majaval janteni. Vale, yetelutzol al tin nahaltik lebakil bulo.
What's the game?
Tsikbal nenjetel hotul, toholchintan mako. Uy, awuy, uyid satil yetel, alten bashten chek taki. Beituno, kinsik tech lebakil bulobo.